Good morning, everybody. Today we'll start with our next topic from Unit 5, that is training and compensating of the sales force. Training. What do we understand by training? Training means preparing somebody with particular skills. So when we talk of sales training, it means when we are preparing the candidate for the selling skills. Proper training can prepare salespeople to meet with customers' expectations. New salesperson spends a few weeks to several months in the training. Companies view sales training as an important for protecting their investment in the sales force. Sales training process consists of assessing sales training needs, designing and executing sales training and programs, evaluating and reinforcing the sales training programs. Before proceeding, we would again like to say that sales is the only area, is the only department in an organization which brings revenues to an organization. Therefore, it is a very important task for any organization to train its candidates with the good selling skills so that they give the better results. Assessing the sales training needs. Sales training needs are assessed both for newly hired and experienced. Newly hired sales trainees and experienced and existing salespeople. There are different methods which are used for training the sales force. As for example, first level sales manager observation, survey of salesforce and field sales manager, customer survey, performance testing of salesperson, job description statements, and Salesforce audit as a part of marketing audit. Designing and executing sales training program. For this, sales manager takes 5 decisions called ACMEE, where A stands for aim, C stands for content, M stands for methods, E stands for execution, and E stands for evaluation. So they are in sequence. If we say what is the aim of training, what did you want to achieve from that particular training, what all information do you want to give to the salesperson as a content, then is method from that is what by which method, what way you want to train the salespeople, then how the particular training is to be executed, and after training the salespeople, they are being evaluated. Combining them all, the acronym comes as ACMEE. The first three words and organizational decisions relate to designing of a sales training. Examples of aims or objectives of a sales training could be increasing the sales profits of both, increase sales productivity, improve customer relations, and prepare a new salespeople for assignment to territories. That I've already told you that what is an aim, what is an objective, हम क्यों train कर रहे हैं अपने sales people को. That is here is the aim of sales training. There is content for training program. Content for new sales training is broader. It includes company knowledge, product knowledge, customer knowledge, competitor knowledge, and selling skills, the various selling techniques. Example of a specific content for experienced salesperson are new product knowledge, introduce changes in sales organization, negotiating skills, which is very important in any selling process, and at last, the content depends on the aims of training program. Sales training methods. Selection of suitable methods for a training program depends upon the topic and audience. Training methods are grouped into 5 categories: classroom or conference training, behavioral learning and simulations, online training, absorption training, on-the-job training. We shall now briefly review these training methods. Classroom training and conference training method. The training methods in this group are lecture, demonstration, and group discussion. Lecture, as we are having now, used when more information is presented in a short time to a large number of participants, may lead to boredom due to less active participation. Demonstration, used for giving product knowledge. Group discussion, useful when participants include experienced and inexperienced salesperson. A panel discussion consists of a small group of people who discuss a specific topic. Next comes method that comes up is behavioral learning or simulation group. This group consists of 3 training methods, that is role playing, case studies, and business games. Role playing, wherein useful methods for teaching sales technique or process. Typically, one trainee plays the role of a salesperson and another trainee acts as a buyer. In the case of case studies, beneficial or understanding consumer behavior and building problem solving abilities, a hypothetical situation is being given that as in this situation, what you will do as a sales executive for a particular organization. Next is case teaching includes open discussion, group discussions and also the presentations. The last is a simulation group or we call it as a business games which are helpful in learning the impact of decision making, generate enthu and competitive spirit. Online training group, it includes electronic performance support system to what we called as EPSS, interactive multimedia training, distance learning. It takes 50% less time and cost, 30 to 60% less and more convenient than any other training methods. It is useful for getting basic knowledge like products and customers. Electronic performance support system makes information available immediately in a personalized manner. Interactive media training is used for retraining salespeople who can repeat or skip material as desired. Distance learning is a personal training method which is interactive. Now, absorption training or a self-studied group wherein the sales executives study at their own. It includes supplying of audio cassette, product manuals, articles, CD-ROMs to salespeople who read these materials without feedback. As for example, you could have seen the people in the salespeople from MBA. They are being given the CDs. They have been told a selling process in that CDs, and the sales executive learn at their own. That is to what we call as a self-study group, useful for introducing basic materials or strengthening previous training. On the job training, most companies use this method as it plays as a sales training in a realistic sales situation, rolling out the sales force from the very first day of the job. Typically, a junior salesperson is assigned to a senior salesperson for some period of a time. In this situation, the junior salesperson moves along with the senior salesperson and he learns the selling skills or the presentation skills from his senior. In mentoring a junior, a new employee gets information, advice and support from mentors or experienced persons. Job rotation is used to groom salespeople for better management